All right, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest for the evening is Estie Elizabeth Velle. Estie, you are on the air.
All right, fabulous. How are y'all doing tonight?
We're doing real good.
Good. How are you?
Would like to,
Oh, I'm good. I actually just got done making dinner. Models eat, believe it or not.
How many people did you have to make dinner for?
My mom and my boyfriend.
So 3.
Yes, I have one of those.
See how I got to that, guys, really quick? Okay, game over.
Yeah, see, you just jumped right in there for that, you know?
That's right. I don't fool around.
No, absolutely not. Well, I live out in Lancaster County originally, and there's, nothing to do around here, so I was like, oh, I'm just going to make everyone dinner. And I did, and it was pretty good. You missed it. You should have come hung out.
You should see what they're saying on the chat board. One guy says, okay, we can all go home now.
Well, no one said I liked him that much, but...
Oh, see, guys, there's hope for everyone.
Nice.
Anyway, yes.
Well, I have to get this off my chest right away. You're lucky you called, because if you didn't call, you would have been part of my rant of the day. So thank you for joining us, even though you are a little late.
Oh, I know, I'm horrible. Well, I also have that in Lancaster County. There is no reception, so I'm standing outside, and it is hot, let me tell you that. But I'm very happy I got to join you, because I would hate to be ranted about. So.
Well, you're in good hands, Estie.
Well, thank
my
you.
first question I wanted to ask you, Jeff wanted me to ask you this question fresh out the bat now that you're here. The name Estie, is that like your real name, your model name?
It is my real name, actually. Yeah, when I first started modeling, I was just using my middle name, which is Elizabeth, but it's with an S, not a Z. And I thought, that was cute. And then I just thought, well, Estie is a kind of okay name, so why don't I just go with that? So I did, and that's my name on the birth certificate. That's it. So yeah.
All right, just making sure. Let's get to our next question. All right. Let's get to our next question for our crew member, Fozzie, and he wants to know, how long have you been a model for?
I've actually only been modeling for about 8 months now. I used to sing, and I recorded my a CD of original songs, and the pictures from the CD I submitted to different photographers, and it just took off from there pretty immediately, and I've just been modeling ever since. So I like it.
Nice.
Yeah.
Next question from Adrian. Next question is from Adrian Baca on Savvy.com. I don't know if you heard of him now. He's a good guy on Savvy.com.
I do, yes.
He wants to know about your last name, Velle. Is that a Hispanic last name?
No, it's actually Italian. Yeah, it's let's see, it's V-A-L-L-E. There's no Y, so people usually pronounce it like Val. And when people would call my house when I was a kid, and if there was a telemarketer, they would always say, is Mr. and Mrs. Val available? And I would say, I'm sorry, no one lives here by that name, because no one did. It was Mr. and Mrs. Valley. So, yeah, it's actually Italian.
How about that? You're like the first guest we ever had on the show that had to ask you about your first and last name.
Well, there we go. There we go. Hey, I'm feeling special now.
First time for everything. We got a question from DX Onato, and he wants to know how long have you been doing. He wants to know how long have you been doing the Strobe Online magazine.
Let's see. I've only actually had one shoot with Strobe, but it was great. Absolutely love working with them. And I shot with them a few months ago, actually, in Florida, and really, really enjoyed it. It was a fun shoot, but I'm hoping I'll shoot with them again shortly. It'd be great. It's a good magazine.
Awesome, awesome. My next question for you is that you are a musician, you are a model, you're an actress, a dancer. Just say it like this: you're multi-talented. Is there anything that Estie can't do? That's what I want to know. You're alive.
You know, there's a couple of things I can't do. I'm not so good at math, and I am not the greatest artist. So those two things are pretty big weaknesses of mine. But I love to try everything once, and I usually end up liking it. Some of them I just can't do.
Nice. We got a question from Fozzie, one of our crews on the show, and he wants to know: would you ever do Playboy, as far as pose for them, so to speak?
Yeah, I would do Playboy, I think, if I had the opportunity to. So, I don't know, I mean, I think it's a pretty classy magazine, for being, you know, for being that type of magazine. I like it. Yeah, so yeah, I would.
All right, so let's get to our next question. What got you into modeling? How did that all start for you?
It was really, like I said, it was really accidental. It was, you know, people had mentioned to me that I should model, and I really just never took it too seriously. I was really into singing and everything. But, you know, I kind of on a whim just sent out some pictures to photographers, and one photographer in particular who's also my manager, he's fabulous. He and I have ended up working a lot together doing like a lot of my portfolio work. And since then I've just been going to a lot of jobs and doing a lot of shoots, and just kind of got thrown into it pretty fast, but I'm really enjoying it. So just got started by accident, but I like it.
Wow, how about that? That's real good. It's one of those things you never see coming, and at the end you just like, okay,
exactly.
I'll go with it.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. Next question from Adrian Baca. He wants to know, how much time are you planning to do modeling?
Hey, I'm going to do it as long as I can. You know, it's demanding and it's really busy, and you have to sacrifice time, away from other things, but it's definitely worth it. It's a fun time, so as long as there's a demand for me to continue to model, I'm going to continue to do it. I really enjoy it. So, we'll see, I'll go with the flow, but I like it a lot.
All right, that's awesome. We got another question from Fozzie. Good job, Fozzie, on the questions. And he wants to know, what other models do you look up to?
I don't know. I want to say there's a bunch of different people. There's some models I look up to, like Giselle Bougen for her looks, just for her extreme talent when it comes to being a model. And then there are other models I look up to for their attitude, like as cliche as it might sound. Tyra Banks is pretty good for the modeling world when it comes to appreciating like different body types and that sort of thing, because it is kind of a really, really cruel world at times, but it can also be really good, and there's a lot of understanding people, and there's a demand for like a lot of different looks, and I just appreciate it coming from a lot of different models. So, yeah.
All right, that's awesome. I'm going to start asking you questions about Savvy.com, the Estie Hot Contest. You are one of the top contestants on there, and I got to ask, what got you into that contest?
Actually, like I said, my manager, who, he just finds me great stuff to do. He was like, I think you should do this contest. And I said, all right, I want to do it, and works pretty hard on it. And it went really well for me. So it was fun. It was fun getting to know everybody, all the people that were members of Savvy.com. It was good. It was great. I liked it.
Awesome. Now, there's been a lot of mixed reactions towards the contest being on hold for July and on August, which means there won't be official winners for those 2 months. And I got to ask you, as a contestant, how does that make you feel?
I mean, it was like kind of discouraging at first because you're really excited and you put time into it and you're waiting for the end of the month. But at the same time, it's like I really would love to just have a photo shoot with them. You know, it's not an issue of prize money or anything like that for me. I just really wanted to have the photo shoot. So I'm hoping I'll still have an opportunity to do that. And, I mean, I'll continue to be a part of it. It's just, it's something you do for fun. It shouldn't be about, like, just pure competition. I think it should be just about doing what you love. And I want a photo shoot, so that's it. So, I'm not upset about it. Just slightly disappointed, but not upset. So,
yeah, me personally, I wish they would just wait until the end of July and make a winner there and then work on it on August instead of just not having 2 official winners in 2 months. That is me.
Yeah.
And for those who just entering the room, we listen to Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C here at NowLife.com. We are live with our special guest, Estie Elizabeth Velle. I think I'm just going to call you Estie Velle, if that's okay with you.
Yes, that is okay with me. Sure.
All right. Is it okay if we take some callers? Because we got a caller on the line.
Absolutely. Go ahead.
All right. First caller, let me mute you. And it is DX Sonato. You are unmuted.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm doing all right. Can I ask you a question? Would you ever pronounce your last name like Vachelle or Velle?
Oh, wait. I'm sorry. What did you say?
Would you ever pronounce your last name Vachelle?
Oh, it's Valley.
Really? So you don't pronounce the 2 L's. You don't pronounce the 2 L's like kind of chick sound, like most Italian.
No.
Like, really?
Well, no. I mean, I personally don't because my grandfather, came right off the boat. He was from Italy, and but I was never brought up saying it like that. I was always brought up saying it Valley. So almost as if there's a Y at the end, but there isn't. It's just Valle.
Ah, okay. I'm just curious because at least from the little bit of Italian that I know that the 2 L's usually have like a ch sound to it. So I was just curious.
Right. No, you are right. I think it was never like rubbed in for me to say it that way. But I like the way it rings with my first name, so I'm taking it like it is.
Okay, can I ask one more
question?
question?
Thanks for asking. Sure.
Do you do mostly glamour photos, or do you do like swimsuit more?
I don't know. I'd say it's fairly even. I mean, I do a lot of glamour, but I also do fashion and editorial work. So, and that includes clothing and lingerie and swimsuits. So it's kind of a mixture of things. Yep.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. Have a good night.
All right, DX, thanks for stopping by, man. All right, and Beaver Pleaser, who's from Pennsylvania, he wants to know what high school you went to.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I went to Mannheim Central High School.
Oh, okay. I wonder if you've been to that school before. Let me just put the interview on hold for just a minute. For those who just entering the room, we got some good friends from NowLife.com that's joining us from Jeff's studio. We got Nikki,
oh, great,
522, and TV is also in there as well.
Go ahead.
Hey
guys.
Hello.
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 Hello. Hi. I've never done this before. Me neither.
How y'all ladies doing?
God.
How y'all ladies doing?
We're good. How about you, Kenny?
Hi.
Doing good. Just chilling as usual.
Hey, Kenny,
let
did you
me
get
get
the pronunciation on her name for us?
That's it. Just call her Estie. That's all.
Estie?
Yep.
Estie?
Oh.
Hello, Estie.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Sorry.
Nice to talk to you.
Hello, thank you.
Wow.
If anyone got any, anyone that's online have any questions for her, just type your question on the board, or for those that's on the phone or online with us, just type the question yourself. Next question.
I can ask you another question.
Oh,
Okay.
VX.
Have you done like car shows or like that kind of those kind of promotion kind of events?
I used to do a lot of promotional work, and now I've been doing a lot of stuff just, like a lot of promoting for me, to tell you the truth, but I'm actually going to be in Maine for Nopi, and I'm going to be in a contest for, the Nopi girls, so I'm looking forward to that because I love cars and that sort of thing. And then I also did a photo shoot for a magazine called Power Boats, and they have a website. It's powerboats.com, and there's a bunch of pictures up there where it was just posing for we did some speedboat races, some poker races, which was great. I got to go on a boat that went like 120 miles an hour on the ocean. It was pretty crazy. It was almost ready to fly off, but yeah, I like modeling for stuff like that.
Oh, when are you going to be in Maine? That's not too far away from me.
I'm sorry, what?
For the Nopi? Are you going to Maine, like the stadium? Yeah, when is that? What date is it?
That is, I believe it's August 9th, it's August 9th, like 10th and 11th. It's that weekend in there. So it should be fun. I'm looking forward to it. It's coming up here pretty quick, actually. So are you able to come to that? Because you should.
When I see how, I'm going to check out my calendar now, see if I can make it up there.
All right, hey, check it out. Go for it. Should be a fun time. I'm just hoping I have time to look at the cars. Are you really into cars yourself?
A little bit. I'm not a enthusiast. I did the one event I went to recently was at the Hot Import Nights. It was in Boston.
Oh yeah.
So that was a fun one. All the cars. I took a whole lot of pictures. All the mods people were putting in. So it's a cool event. It's a lot to do.
Yeah, those are great. I was, I'm from Philly. I go to school in Philadelphia, and I got to go to a car show there. And man, that was fun. There were some gorgeous cars, Absolutely beautiful. I could buy that car or a house, but it was fun to look at.
All right, let me just get a question. Twazi, who's in the chat room, he wants to know, would you like to do some acting in future?
Actually, I already am. I love acting, and I'm working on a movie called The Ground House right now. It hasn't started filming yet, but it's a Ray Mamrek production, and I'm actually signed up for the lead. So we'll see how that goes, but I'm looking forward to it. So yes, absolutely, I love acting. Love to do that. Yep.
Awesome. Let's talk a little bit about your music for a minute. You got a couple of songs on your official website. It's kind of country music or something like that. Tell us what made you want to get into singing.
Well, singing has been a part of my life since I was, my first public performance, I was 3 years old, and my dad had a lot to do with me getting into singing. He, played the guitar, and I eventually played the piano and started writing my own music. And the songs on my website right now are just covers, but I actually produced a CD when I was 14 of original songs I had written, which is hysterical because a lot of the songs I wrote, I was 11 or 12 when I wrote them, and they relate to me now at 21. I don't know how or why. I have no idea, but I really do enjoy writing music and definitely enjoy singing, so fun.
All right. Would you like? Are you signed to a record, a company like independent major, SPI, or do you want to in the future?
I would love to do that in the future. I actually had an opportunity to do that, but unfortunately, with being in college, I was a bartender and a waitress and at a sports bar, and it was so loud. I was just always yelling over people, and I ended up really injuring my voice. So I'm actually in voice therapy right now to get it back to where it was. So as soon as that gets fixed, definitely we'll be looking to do that.
Awesome. If you collaborate with one artist or a band, past or present, you know, the song with that person, who would it be? Any
I would actually,
artist or band?
I think if I could collaborate with somebody, I think I would actually say Joel, only because of her, she's pretty versatile with her style. You know, she just came out with a really kind of country-ish album. She's done some really pop stuff, and she's done some just, you know, like alternative things. And her songwriting ability, I think, is just really fabulous. Like if you read into her words, they're pretty creative. So I'd probably like to work on writing a song with her.
Awesome, awesome. Besides your music, what are some of your favorite CDs you like to listen to in your time?
What kind of music do I like to listen to?
Yeah, other music that you
like
to listen to.
Well, I really genuinely like everything. I mean, I'll put on, you know, Vivaldi, you know, when I'm like studying, and I'll put on, you know, Nickelback, and I'll put on Joel or Celine Dion or, you know, Rihanna. Like I really do pretty much like everything. So it depends on my mood, I guess. There's always a song for my mood.
Awesome. My next question for you, let's talk a little bit. Now, here on your website, that you got a book that you're working on. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that?
Oh, my book? Yeah, I'm really excited about that. I have some publishers looking at it now. It's called, it's a children's book that I actually wrote in high school. And it was the hardest thing I've ever written. One of the things I am kind of good at is writing, but the hardest thing I ever wrote was this 21-line children's book. And my teacher at the time, she said, you have to get this published. And I kind of, just put it out of my head, but then thought, I kind of really do want to. And so I'm working on doing that right now. It's called The Orange Orangutan That Opened My Window. And it's pretty much about an orange orangutan that comes and, visits this kid at night, and they play, and he falls and, hurts his toe, and the kid gives him a hug and fixes it, and, it's a little bedtime story for kids. My little cousins like it.
Wow, that's definitely all about the kids. Let's get back to your modeling just a little bit.
Yeah.
And I asked this question to a lot of models that's on the show. How do you feel about the media portraying models?
How do I feel about the media? What?
Portray models. How do you feel about the media? Look at them.
Positive and negative. I think there's an extreme amount of pressure to look a certain way or to do a certain type of modeling. I think it really just comes down to the model and how the model decides to portray themselves. And I think the media gives a lot of credit to models for making something look good or marketing something well, but they also bring models down a lot for for the pressures that they give into just because of the influence it can cause on other people. But I think that if you're a person who is secure with yourself, you're going to decide what you're going to do and how you're going to do it, and you're going to, the people that are you're influencing, they're secure enough, they're going to know, what's right for them and what isn't. And, there's that commercial on right now about how much pressure is on young girls to look a certain way, and it makes me feel guilty because it's like, am I one of those people that's putting pressure on these young girls? But I was a young girl once too, and I was just happy with me. I was secure with me, and I would just hope that, you know, kids are being raised these days to just be happy with themselves, so that regardless of how someone looks, it's not going to influence them in a bad way. So it's kind of my take on it.
I want to ask. Awesome. I got another question. I'm just curious because we have a user in the chat room. I'm want to know if you've done photos with them before. Avalon Photography. Avalon.
Yes, I have.
Get that right.
Avalon. It's Avalon Photography. Yes. Actually, probably one of the best photographers I've ever worked with. Very, very excellent work. A lot of the stuff on my official web page is a lot from him, actually, from that photographer. So very, very great. Great stuff. So if you like the pictures on my website, you can credit it to Avalon.
Awesome. He's actually in the chat room right now. He just wanted me to tell you, hey.
Hey? Well, you can tell him I say hey back. Tell him we better be shooting again soon because I need some new pictures.
I want to tell my fellow to call in and talk to her herself. The number to call in is 310-984-7600. You press 2, and the show ID number is 204-201. Let's see if we can get your manager on the phone.
That would be great.
He can talk to you. Yeah, so if
that
you
would
want
be fabulous.
to go right ahead.
Who you calling, Kenny?
No, talking about his, her. What am I trying to say? Her manager in the chat room. That's what I was trying to say. I was just asking him that he wants to call in.
Her manager is in the chat room?
Yes.
Yes, I believe
Avalon Photo. Avalon
He
Photo.
just said he's calling
I
in.
can't pronounce it.
I got so many freaking people in the studio, I don't know what the heck's going on over here.
Oh my God, it's Velle.
Hey, trust me, I'm on the phone. I'm hearing 1,000 different things. I'm trying to figure it out too.
Look at these two, they're like monkeys.
Oh no, here we go. See, that was the inspiration for the orange orangutan book right there.
Oh man. What's up to everyone that you're entering the chat room? Sanfo is here, Estrella is here, Lydia is here, and
201 is on the line. I bet you that's her manager.
Let's see. Call us 201. You on the air?
Hey, it's Phil Weber. I'm Estie's manager. Hey, Est.
Oh, hello, Phil. How are you?
Hey. How's it going?
Just stalking your radio show, like as usual.
Of course. Well, that's what what a good manager does. I'll tell you.
Awesome. Well,
How you doing?
Thank you so. Phil, hello.
Yep. Sorry, lost you for a second. Say again.
I said, how are you doing?
I'm doing great, and Est, you rock on this. You're awesome. I'm waiting for them to ask you to sing something though.
Hi, Queen.
Oh no, Phil, we've been over
Queen.
this. My voice is not up to par yet. but maybe.
Get your boobs out of my face.
What?
Okay, well, this is Kenny here. The other guy you just heard is Jeff. This is the show we do. And we got DX and Otto. DX, are you even there? DX and Otto, are you still there?
Hey Kenny, can I ask you a question, buddy?
Yeah, sorry.
You're breaking up awful bad. Can you kill your cam so we can hear you better?
All right, we off the region anyway.
Oh. Oh. Hey, well now I can hear better too, so that works out.
Jeff, so not professional, shouting. Oh, never mind. Anyway, can anyone hear me now that I closed my cam?
I can hear you fine. Kenny.
There we go.
Okay.
We're all doing well tonight.
Okay.
Then.
Okay. All right. Anyway, Phil is on the line, who is Estie's manager. We got Estie herself is here. Phil, why don't you tell us a little about how did you got together with Estie, becoming a client of yours? Tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, you know what? This really should be Estie's show. She's the talent in this thing. She talks about how good the pictures are, but I always say that when we're shooting her, by the time the makeup artist gets done and Estie stands in front of the camera, it's a point-and-shoot thing for me. It couldn't be any easier. She has got to be the best model I've worked with in 16, 18 years. Estie actually got introduced to me. There was a guy who was working with her out of Philadelphia, and he called and said, "I found this girl, and I'd really like you to take some pictures." I'm not sure that she's talked to that other guy since then, because we started taking pictures, and I think Estie actually said to me, it was probably back in December, "Would you mind managing my modeling?" And she had we were already getting calls on things, and again, it's the easiest thing to do. She between the singing and the acting, and she sent me this the manuscript for the children's picture book, and I nearly fell out of the chair. I mean, she's just awesome.
Well,
nice.
Thank you, Phil. I don't know if I'm all that, but thank you.
All right. Philip, we definitely want to, go ahead and upload a picture if you like. Just click on the upload of media there, and there should be where it says upload photo, and click on browse and look for a picture, and you do the rest. So,
I'm
let's
going to
get
put up
to
one of those that you took with Brian in Atlanta.
Yeah, he was a great photographer also. Yeah. There's a pretty good pictures.
In addition to photos, you can also upload some of her music on there if you like. Because a lot of people are curious when as long as it's an MP3 file, you're good. All right, so let's get to our next.
Her website for that. I'm not sure that I can send those up, but let me mess around with it for a minute or two.
Okay, no problem. Let's get back to the interview. We got a question from Fozzie and Estie. He wants to know who is the most famous model you ever met?
Most famous model I've ever met. Phil, I might need your help on this one. I've had the privilege of working with a few Playboy models, which is always great because they're definitely very talented and beautiful. But I actually haven't, as far as I can remember, I really haven't met anyone terribly famous when it comes to modeling at this point. But just there's been a lot of raw talent, a lot of girls I've met that are definitely on the way to being famous at some point, I'm sure. And that's honestly probably the most fun girls to work with.
Awesome. Now I wanted to get a question to you from earlier. Let's see. We know you got an official website, estivalley.com, which everyone can go in,
Correct.
Check out her pictures and all that stuff. But do you have a MySpace page?
I do not have a MySpace page, no. I never got into that in high school, to tell you the truth. I have a Facebook page, but I use that for school and all that. All my modeling stuff I pretty much keep to my estivalley.com website.
All right. I'm just pushing a photo so everyone can get a good look at you. That was posted by your manager, Phil. Checking them out.
What picture would that be? Because I'm not in front of a computer right now. I couldn't tell you.
It's you in I can't tell what color this is, like a violet dress or something like that.
You don't need a color, Penny.
With Crumb Photography, yes.
I'll let him explain. I'll let him explain it.
Okay, go for it.
I put up two of the ones that you did with Brian Crumb.
Oh, great. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah. I know exactly what dress. You're right. It's a violet dress.
Really? I thought it was tan.
No,
I'm
it's
the
violet.
only colorblind photographer that Estie works with.
Yeah, well, the thing is, he's serious, and, like, he's so good. He's so good at it, and I mean, he's amazing at photography, and he's actually semi-colorblind. I don't know how he does it. So, props to you, Phil.
Awesome. I'm repeatedly typing your website on the chat room there, www.estievelle.com. Go to that website and check out her pictures, her music, and anything else that she's doing. Let's see. If anyone got any more questions, please type them on the room or call in and talk to her. Hopefully she could be here for us a little longer, if that's okay with her. My next question for you is, let me see. What are your parents' thoughts on you modeling? What are your thoughts on your parents modeling?
Well, I would say it was a shock at first, I think, for them because I was so oriented with just music. And to see me go in a pretty different direction, I think was surprising, but they're definitely very supportive, really happy with my success. And, they're happy that I'm happy. So it's good. My dad, when I showed him the website at first, was like, oh, my gosh, I never want to see my daughter in a song ever again. So that might have been a little awkward, but other than that, it's pretty good.
Okay, we got a question from Australia.
Okay.
She wants to know, what is your favorite baseball team?
Favorite baseball team? Well, I'm going to have to, I know I'm going to offend somebody here, but probably the Phillies because, I live in Philadelphia and I love tailgating. I'm sorry.
The Phillies.
God. But
hey, what's wrong with the Phillies? They got a good team in Howard and Utley and Rollins. They got a pretty good team.
See, I mean,
and you get
he's not a baseball team. Looking, I mean, in all fairness, I have to say I have to give the Red Sox some credit too. So, yeah, they're both pretty good.
That's what I'm talking about. Red Sox, Los Angeles Dodgers, baby.
See. See, I knew either way. I had to get on someone's good side. Yeah.
Yeah, we got Philly fans, got Dodger fans. I, for one, am a Cincinnati Red fan, even though they stink, and even though they traded at Ken Griffey Jr., but I won't get too deep into that. This is all about you, not about us baseball people. Let's see. Fozzie, I guess he wants to know, what does your boyfriend think of you being a modeling?
He is super supportive. I am very lucky. He is, definitely more than willing to give up time. What? Wait, what'd you say?
Go ahead and continue.
F you.
Okay. No, he's really good about
I'll hit her. Don't worry,
giving
Harley.
up time
I got
away
it.
from me.
I'm gonna hit her. Hey Harley, I'm making a special video.
These girls are taking over.
So.
Sorry, Jess.
So, yeah,
I
he's
apologize.
great.
We're obnoxious.
No, whatever.
See, like I said earlier, when Nikki was on Now Live, I told you she wasn't mad.
Yeah, you're a pretty cool guy.
Pull up my ass.
All right, so let's see. My next question for you is, besides baseball, of course, what are some of your other, what do you like to do in your spare time? When you're not modeling, when you're not singing, what does Estie like to do in her spare time?
Well, let's see. There isn't much of that spare time, but what there is, I really enjoy being with my friends. I am extremely happy when I get to just go out and be with my friends and grab lunch, go to a movie. I love that. And I also, because I'm so busy all the time, I'm learning to just relax and not go out and just, sit in. And that's okay with me sometimes. And it's nice. I mean, my favorite thing is the beach. I love the beach. And, it's actually supposed to be there this weekend, but, I had to come home and make some family time because, I've been so busy with modeling and really haven't had a chance to really be with them too much. So, it's kind of like a balancing act, but I'm a big fan of relationships. I love my family, my friends, my boyfriend. I'm pretty lucky. and the beach, definitely the beach.
All right, let's stay on this for just a minute. Now, what are some of your favorite places you like to travel to?
Let's see. I love honestly traveling outside of the U.S. because I've seen a lot of the U.S. and I like it. But I really love going anywhere tropical. I'm a big fan. I love different cultures and I really actually do love traveling. Like I want to be able to just wake up and go to the airport and pick a flight and get on. I'm just kind of like that. So yeah, it's fun.
All right, let's go back to the beaches for just a moment. Beaver Pleaser wants to know, as in Jersey beaches?
Well, Jersey beaches is where I tend to end up because it's the closest. I wouldn't say they're my favorite beaches in the world, but I do love the Jersey Shore.
Wow, awesome. For those who are just tuning in, you're listening to Chilling with Jeff and Kenny C. We got all kinds of people on here. Got myself. We have Estie, Velle, special guest for this evening. We also have her manager, Phil, on the phone, caller 201, DX Renato, and Jeff, alongside with Nikki and Teasy and a whole lot of people in Jeff's studio. Jeff is in the studio in California, and I'm actually in Kentucky. It's not like we do this show next to each other. We do this far apart, so we have good times here. What do you see yourself like 5 years from now? Do you still see yourself doing the multi-talented that you do? What do you see yourself 5 years from now?
Well, in 5 years from now, I'd love to be modeling still. I mean, I really would enjoy that. I don't know, I don't know where life's going to take me and how successful I'm going to be, but I very much so enjoy what I'm doing now. I would love to continue to write books. I already have an idea for another children's book I'd like to do that actually my boyfriend gave me an idea for. So I'm going to maybe in my spare time, if I can, try to work on that. I'd really like to be married at that point. And I'd like to have a beach house, but that might be reaching a little far because they're all definitely things I want in 5 years.
We got a question from Fozzie, and it's a model question. At what age did you decide to become a model?
At the age of 20, to tell you the truth. I really, like I said, I was just always into singing and didn't have, just really never gave it a lot of thought. It had been suggested to me, but really when I was introduced to Phil, my manager, we just started working together and, like you said, people, started expressing interest in modeling and it kind of just took off. So, it really was just a spur-of-the-moment thing that worked out. I'm very, very lucky.
Awesome.
Hey, Kenny, so can I jump in here real quick? Estie's being really modest about what she wants to do. I posted in the chat, but she can't see it. She's got this movie that starts filming next month called The Ground House that's about a coffee shop. These brothers that own this coffee shop, and she's the girlfriend of one of the brothers and the female lead. There's terrible, awful stuff that happens in the basement of the coffee shop that she stumbles upon by accident. It's kind of a thriller, and they would probably, the guy that wrote the script is probably choking right now that I gave that much of it out. But she's got the female lead in that one, and then we were actually talking with two other companies, and one that Estie doesn't even know about yet, about other movie roles. I think that she's going to be able to model for another year or so before she's going to have her hands full with acting.
Oh, you think so?
Awesome.
Okay, so wait, can you do me a quick favor? Kenny.
Sure.
Can you tell me what is this number that people have to call in for? And what is the, it's nowlive.com, right?
Yes, nowlive.com, and the number to call in is 310 94
904?
76 let me start over.
You started.
Okay, I'm stuttering a little bit. Hold on. 310 984 7600.
Okay, cool.
After you dial that number,
the chat room? Okay.
After you dial that number, you press 2.
Okay.
And then they're going to ask for the show ID, which is 204201.
Okay. Cool. And so how do people get into the chat room?
All you got to do is sign up at nowlife.com. It's free to sign up.
Cool.
It takes you less than 30 seconds.
Hey, well, then I think I should be talking to a lot of people right now then, huh?
Yeah, with your many talents, with your many talents, you would definitely be good for this website, in my opinion.
Actually, I have a question for her.
I really appreciate that.
Go right ahead,
Go
DX.
for it.
Has she, since she's multitasking, has she considered moving to like Los Angeles or California to pursue like the acting career on a more active role?
If I would definitely do something like that if I needed to for a movie role. Like I said, I love warm weather and I love the beach, so I would definitely consider doing something like that. I haven't considered a permanent move at this point just because I have a lot of work going on here. I'm also in school in Philadelphia. But depending on where things go, I'd be more than happy to do that. Yeah, it's a fun place.
What is your majoring in school at the moment?
I'm actually a psychology major. Yep, so I already have you all figured out. Just kidding.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
No, come on. I think all good things. I think you're great.
All right, we got another caller, and this happens to be another of Jeff's friends. I think he's in the studio. Let's get to Johnny Hood.
What's
up? Johnny, doing here?
What's
hey,
up?
Johnny,
How you
what's
doing?
happening?
Johnny Hood.
Just
I don't know about those Irish, you know.
now, wait.
In the league.
You know, I just got in the room. Goodness gracious.
Hey, you're ready to get
Hey, you're going to get it later, too, buddy, in person.
Look out.
Well, Johnny, since you just entered the room, let me tell you what's going on here. We are in the middle of an interview, and our guest is Estie Velle, who's a model, singer, dancer. She's very multi-talented, and we got her manager. Yeah, I love saying multi-talented. When you're doing too much of that, there should be a genre, just multi-talented, in my opinion. Just multi-talented.
See, the thing of it is trying to be multi-talented and multitasking at the same time. That's the issue.
Yeah, that
Thank
too.
you for the laugh. Thank you.
Yeah, that too. If anyone got any more questions, we said the interview was going to last about an hour, and we almost getting to that hour at the bottom of the hour. I guess you got to do
I got a
some other
question.
things.
Yeah.
Go right ahead, DX.
It's about one of her pictures. she's like kind of in a rock place. The rocks are very orange. Do you know where you were? It's like a cool photo. You have a kind of...
Yes, I was in the Valley of Fire in the desert in Las Vegas.
That's a very nice photo.
Actually. Thank you very much. It was very hot, I'm going to tell you, and walking around in heels, you know, while there's scorpions wandering is a little terrifying, but the pictures came out well, so it was worth it.
Yeah, I love the way Avalon. You did a great job, man. That's a great photo.
Absolutely. Yeah.
No,
I guess I better go look at some pictures.
So,
You know,
I didn't hear what he said.
Models complain about how hard it is to model, and you know, everybody kind of groans and says, "Oh, you know, how hard could it be to stand there in front of the camera?" Honest to God, I watched Estie walking across the desert, you know, between rocks and sand and cactus and scorpions, and then we had two guys holding reflectors on her, and it had to be 105 degrees out there, and then they put a reflector on her and focused the sun right on you. I thought she was going to have heat stroke. Those were not
I think I
easy
may
shots
have, to tell you the truth.
No,
yeah,
you're
they...
just blonde. It's okay.
Thanks.
Yes, I also posted a picture of from the subway. You got to tell them about that.
Oh, yeah. I don't know. Kenny, can you see that picture?
Yes.
Yeah, let me...
It's very cold, apparently.
Show it to you.
Yeah, it was. It was a little cold. It was actually, what was it? You know, like January, February, and we're down in the subway, and Avalon did a great job with photography because it was just using available light. So to capture that, you know, with the subway flying by is not only hard for the photographer, but not going to lie, it was a little difficult for me also because it was cold. And when a subway goes by in the wintertime and you're wearing nothing but a tank top, it's a little cold. And not to mention there's everyone standing around you and there's people getting in and out of the subway. And, you know, you're just trying to get a picture and all of a sudden a little kid walks in the middle of the picture and, you know, I get distracted when I talk to the little kid and then, you know, the picture never gets done. So it was a little bit of a challenge, but it was it was a fun shoot. Definitely turned out to be a great picture.
Oh, yes,
yeah, it is
it
very
did.
cool photo.
Thank you.
Wow, we got another caller. Caller 215 from Philly. Let's see who 215 is.
Uh-oh, from Philly.
Caller 215, you on the air. Who is this?
Caller 215, this is Mike Campion. How are you?
Hi, how are you, Mike?
Hot legs, dude.
No, he's pretty good looking, not gonna lie.
And in fact, Rod Stewart wrote that song about him.
Which one?
Hot legs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Okay,
Dan's not in the studio.
They were for those just
You have
wondering.
to watch what? Her touch me? Well, you can join too, you know.
Yeah. I'm the neglectful mother, and Dan's out there. My nanny slash husband's watching the kids.
Movie.
So we're just gonna go for it in the studio.
It's free for all right in here right now. You can have a nanny slash husband.
Oh, who's in the studio, Jeff?
We're chilling.
He's like, who the hell is
We're
that?
chilling like a villain.
Peavy and Nikki and Dan and the kids will be over there after the weekend edition. Get ready for some party!
Two of the most obnoxious bitches on Now Live, the Ninja Twins. And we're in his studio. It's not going to be the same again.
You're only beating me by a little bit, so it's all right.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
I'll pass you like a racehorse.
Ooh, Nikki, touch me again right there.
Oh, yeah,
Ooh,
nice.
yeah. Yeah.
Why don't you have your cam on, Jeff?
Because I'm a sneaky son of a bitch, and all of us are naked, and we can't show that on air.
That would be porn, and that does go against the TOS rules. Thank you very much.
Okay, let me, whoa, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, now I got everyone shut up for a minute. Estie, you still there?
I am still, believe it or not, I am still here, yeah.
Okay, we pretty much reached the hour, So I guess we're going to let you go. But we definitely want to thank you for stopping by and hanging out with us. And good luck to you and everything.
My pleasure. Thank you so very much. Oh, you know.
And thank you.
I
and
hear
thanks and thanks to Estie's manager for calling in as well. I wonder if he's still on the line. Bill, are you still there?
It was great to talk to you guys. Yeah, I'm here, Kenny. It was great to talk to you guys. And Mike, hi, how you doing?
And I'm going to jump in the
well.
pool.
Okay, we'll be over there after the show, Johnny.
All right, guys.
Do me a
Thank you
favor
so
and
much.
clear out
Nice
all
talking
Notre
to
Dame
you.
stuff before we come. Thank you very much.
You got it. You have a good day,
we're talking
Estie.
to Phillies. All right, honey. You too. Thank you so much.
Thanks for stopping by. You have a good evening.
Thank you, you too.
All right.
Fight on for old Estie. We're going to pay the referee.
All right.
Pay the referee.
So that was our special guest, Estie Velle. Thank her for stopping by.